Hi, and welcome to another edition of the Week Ahead Market Report. On Monday, 16th of July at 3 o'clock in the morning AM, Chinese gross domestic product for Q2 numbers will be published. The GDP growth is expected to be 6.7% year-on-year from 6.8 and 1.6% from 1.4 quarter-on-quarter. This figure is expected to cause volatility in Chinese equity indices and also in CNH currency crosses. On Tuesday, 17th of July at 9:30 AM, UK unemployment data is due. This is reporting for May, and May unemployment rate is expected to increase to 4.3% from previously published 4.2%. May average earnings are also due for release at the same time, and the expectation is that they will show the increase to 2.7% from previously 2.5%. This data is expected to impact volatility in UK equities, but also in sterling currency crosses. On Wednesday, 18th of July, at 10 o'clock AM, Eurozone Consumer Price Index is scheduled for release by Eurostat. This figure captures changes in price of goods and services. This is a final year-on-year figure. It's expected to be 2% from previously published 1.9%. This data release impacts volatility in European equities, but also in euro currency crosses. On Thursday, 19th of July, at 2:30 AM morning time, Australian employment data for June is due. Current market forecasts are pointing to 18,000 jobs expectation. Previous published number was 12,000 a month earlier. The unemployment rate is expected to increase to 5.5% from previously published 5.4%. This data impacts volatility in Australian dollar currency crosses. And finally, on Friday, 20th of July, Canadian retail sales and also consumer price index for June is due for release. Current forecasts are pointing to 2.5% figure for year-on-year from previously 2.2 and 0.3% month-on-month from previously published 0.1%. This data is likely to impact volatility in Canadian currency crosses. Now, let's look at some forex pairs and see if we can identify some key levels. Let's start with euro-dollar. Euro-dollar key level to watch is at 1.17 for this week. Confirmed breakout higher could target additional upside resistances initially at 1.1760 followed by 1.18 and also 1.1850 levels. Alternatively, if the current resistance at 1.17 holds, bearish scenario would point to the initial downside support at 1.16. Confirmed loss could open up the way for the retest of additional downside supports at 1.1554 followed by 1.15 and also 1.1440. The next pair we can look, it's cable. Sterling dollar key level to watch is at 1.33. Confirmed breakout above that level and the daily close higher would support a bullish reversal scenario as indicated by the possible developing inverted head and shoulder pattern. Bullish scenario would point to the upside resistances at 1.3320 followed by 1.3367 and also 1.3430, 1.35 levels. Alternatively, if the current selling pressure persists and the 1.33 resistance level holds, then the bearish scenario is still intact, pointing to the downside supports at 1.3285 followed by 1.31 and 1.3050. And finally, let's take a look at Aussie dollar. Key level to watch is at 1.7447. This is end of day price action and it appears to be bearish below that spot 74.47 level. Confirmed breakouts above could target additional upside resistances initially at spot 75, followed by spot 75.45. Current swing lows are offering the initial downside supports at spot 73.65, followed by spot 73.40 and spot 73. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and happy trading.